Hi, nice to see you. Should we look at some products? I think we should. Let's open this baby up. Oh dear, I'm revealing all sorts of bad habits here. Okay. We've got loads of products. I've got so many products because I ask for so many samples. You get samples by going onto the manufacturer's site and basically filling in the form, asking for all the freebies they've got, and that includes bags as well for when you want to try a new bag rather than just ordering it.
Let's see, we've got all sorts of great stuff here.
First things first, bags. This is the salts one that I use. This is quite crinkly, so it's not ideal for a lot of people, but it's got aloe vera in the wafer, so that's probably why it's the least allergic reaction that I've had to a bag. This is a Pelican, and it's got a really high convex, if you can see that. Probably not, but it's higher than most other convex. It's got the little notches like the salts does, and that's basically to make it sort of move with your body shape a bit better. And you might have noticed in the last video, I'm not a skinny mini, so that obviously works well for me. And then this one is the Coloplast, and this is probably the sort of thing that you might get to take home, because Charter is a big company. They created the Coloplast name. This is a Sensura Mio, which is a really popular bag, but I was just massively allergic to this. It just was not doing me any good. My skin was awful, it was itchy and sore, blotchy and weeping, so no offence Coloplast, but you weren't for me. Pelican, not quite as much allergic reaction, but no. There we go. That's my bag. So I use aloe vera gel. This is like a massive advert. Well, here's an advert for Dr. Organic aloe vera gel. It's really good, it's really soothing, it's not just for sunburn, and I love using it in between bag changes. This is a lubricating deodorant. It's quite good if you've got sort of quite hard stools coming out. This will help to sort of drop the poo down to the bottom of the bag. There's an Adapt from Hollister variety in a sachet. Most things will come in sachets, so you can get, so this is the lubricating deodorant obviously. And then with the adhesive remover sprays that we've got here, we've got the wipe away that I used in the last video, and we've got the Coloplast Brava, that's their brand of stuff. These will probably both come as a little sachet with a sort of towel thing about that big to use, but I like the spray, it's just easier. We've got some pastes. Now I really don't like this stuff. I don't get along with it. It's basically to fill in crevices, and say if your stoma is on a crease in your stomach, or you've got some bobbly bits, which I do have, so I probably could benefit from using one of these, but I just don't get along with it. They're so sticky, and no, basically. This stuff is great. It's powder, Stoma powder. We've got the Convatec or adhesive, the Adapt Stoma powder, and the Bullen. This is Caraya powder, however you say that. I really like the Adapt. It's got a shaped nozzle, and you can just squirt it on, direct it to where you need it. And this is basically to suck up the moisture that's around your stoma if you've got a bit of a problematic stoma, or if you've got some wounds that aren't healing great, you can use Stoma powder, and it's really nice stuff. Although don't use too much, because then your adhesive won't stick and you'll be, well, it's not nice. These are the barrier sprays. We've got the Brava one from Coloplast, we've got the LBF, which I used in the video to change my bag, and here is a Secura. As with all of these products, there are loads of brands and it gets a bit confusing. Like I said, I've got most of these through samples, which is awesome because you can just try them out and decide what ones you like. The Secura, tiny, and it's a pump action. I don't really like that. This one I do like, obviously, because I use it. The Brava is okay, but my Stoma nurse said probably stop using it because it might have some of the same ingredients as the bag, which I was really allergic to, so that's a no-go. The sprays are what I choose because the wipes, I don't know, I like a better cover with the spray, and it's basically just protecting your skin from any poo output that will get behind the wafer, and there's a lot of damage that can be done to skin, so we like to keep skin what is known in the trade as intact. This is some medical adhesive. Now I got this as a sample and it's like a £9 bottle. Basically I just wanted to see if I could make my wafers stick a bit better, but again my skin didn't like it. But this is some really good stuff if you are having problems with bags not sticking. You just spray it onto the bag, wait like a minute, and then you'll get a much better stick, which is always nice. And here we have the creams. So this is a durable barrier cream, skin protectant, and a barrier cream. They're kind of all in the same boat. The Cavalon does say not to use it underneath adhesives, and none of these will help your adhesive stick. It's just thick cream. It is supposed to protect the skin, but really it's just protecting the skin from your adhesive, and again we don't need any poo accidents, so I tend to use these when I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to have a shower without my bag, which is really nice, by the way. I do advise that because it's really freeing. And then I'll just put some barrier cream on and wipe it off, and then it will get washed off in the shower, but it's got a little bit of nice moisture and some nice zinc, which is, you know, this one's particularly like pseudo cream, and zinc is good for drying up yeasty type not infections, but yeast and nasty stuff. There's a technique called crusting, which I will show you in another video, which you use the powder and no, wrong spray, and spray. Some people will use the powder and barrier wipes, and that's basically, you use the crusting to protect your skin if you've got some wounds, and it just builds up a nice layer that you can then put your adhesive over and feel a bit more confident. Most companies do Stoma rings, which are the same sort of material as these pastes, but they're pre-formed. You can get them in ovals, and you can also sort of shape it to fit exactly around your stoma. They're really good if your stoma is not retracted, because it just sits nicely around and you can sort of do what is called a turtleneck, and you just, there we go, we just build up on the outside of the stoma like that. That was really rubbish action there. I'll try and show you something like that. I will show you how to use the cohesive paste. Obviously all of these products are not to be used at once. Kind of speaks for itself. I mean, I basically sometimes use the aloe vera gel. That is not a product that is meant for stomas. I just like it. I don't tend to use the lubricating deodorant. I just don't feel the need for it. I always use adhesive remover spray. That is a must for me. Skip on the pastes, usually 9 times out of 10 skip on the powders, and if I do like the Adapt just because of the shape. Always use a barrier spray. I mean, that's just a no-brainer to me. My skin is pretty cruddy as it is. I do like the LBF, but I don't know. I've tried others as well. They're all pretty much the same, shall we just say that. And just use these really when I have a nice shower, when I don't have to stick a wafer right there and then. If you've got any questions, ask away. I'm not affiliated with any of these products, they're just the ones that I like. I've used quite a lot more than I've listed today. Obviously I'm not a medical professional, so this is just advice that I'm giving you. So I'll see you next time. Toodaloo!